what it is, what it do. You already know who it is. Back again with another video of Doki Doki Blue Skies Yuri route. Where we last left off, we told Yuri we want to have a date, and we're gonna cook. So now we're cooking together at my place Saturday night. Let's see how this goes. We're gonna waste no time. If you're excited to get into this, you know what to do. Hit the like button, stay tuned. Right on cue, there's a knock at the door. It's either a very polite robber or Yuri. I like that it's a very polite robber. It's like, knock, knock, knock. Hello, how are you? I've come to pilfer your establishment for everything you have. And I may or may not use this gun on you as well. So if you just comply, everything will go smoothly. Is that okay? I'm like, oh sure, come in, by all means, take all my stuff. This is who asked so nicely. After quickly drying off the last dish, I answer it. Hi, JQilin. She's carrying a few bags that I assume contain groceries. Hey, Yuri. Great to see you. Come on in. Hopefully, binge-watching various cooking shows featured an angry chef yelling at other cooks was enough preparation for this. This chicken is rotten! I know exactly what he's talking about. At least, it had prepared me for being yelled at by my inevitable mistakes. Pfft, Yuri yelling at me. After setting the groceries down on the counter, I grab a clean pan. Alright, so what shall we make first? Good question. So as long as it doesn't end up with a call to the fire department, I'm fine with whatever. She giggles slightly. Well, I believe we'll be fine. We'll be good regardless, so come on, Chuckleberry Finn. Ha ha ha. She stares at me for a solid few seconds. What? Oh! My apologies, I didn't realize. It's alright. To be honest, it was a pretty bad joke anyway. Trying to ignore my burning face, I moved the conversation along. So, what do you feel like having? Would you be open to making the teriyaki salmon? Sounds good to me. We gather the ingredients and the equipment together in the kitchen table. Yuri takes a deep breath and concentrates on the food in front of her. You alright, Yuri? Yeah, I just haven't done this in a while. That is, cooking with someone. I can relate to that. But if you made it so many times as it sounds like you have, there should be a cinch for you. Huh, thank you for the vote of confidence. She places a scrap of paper with a handwritten recipe onto the counter. The handwriting looks to be Yuri's, but something's different about it. I suppose we shall begin by making the sauce. JQilin, could you pass me the soy sauce and sesame oil? Sure, just tell me what I have to do. Okay, could you peel and mince 2 cloves of garlic in the meantime? That's one of the few things I could actually do competently in the kitchen, so you chose a fitting job for me. Mom loves using garlic, so I've seen it cooked often enough to know what I'm doing. After peeling it, I place the garlic under the knife and crush it. Yuri's focus on her cooking is intense, to say the least. It's like how she is when she talks about literature. One thing that amazes me is how fast and efficient her movements are. The longer we cook, the more confident she becomes. It's rather difficult to keep up with how fast she moves at times. Before I know it, the salmon's marinating in the sauce and ready to be baked. Wow. You talked about how you weren't an expert, yet you're incredible. It's not, with enough practice. I broke Yuri. Yuri machine broke. Yuri, it's alright. It's not often that I see you have so much passion for something other than literature. Yeah. I am a bit of a fan of cooking. My family had teriyaki salmon dishes every Saturday night. Oh, every Saturday evening. When I was younger, rather. And I ended up learning from my mother how to cook it. Eventually, I've practiced enough of the whole process to become a bit of a blur. Honestly, I wish I'd done the same thing and learned how to make family recipes as well. It's not too late for you to learn, right? That's true. Speaking of family, are you bringing some of the food back home for them as well? Eh? Oh! The salmon wouldn't be good by the time I return home, so you can have the leftovers. Fine by me. More food for me. Anyway, could you start cooking the rice while I put the salmon in the oven? Alright. Wouldn't be much of a dinner if it was just salmon. The whole kitchen smells of salmon and a subtly sweet undertone of it. Oh, to it. Man, I wouldn't mind if my kitchen smelled like this 24/7. Maybe now that you've learned this recipe from me, you could cook it yourself. Huh. I think I'll want to practice a few more times under your guidance before I do it myself. Anyway, let's eat. Let's. It does smell rather appetizing. The salmon is tender and flaky when I bite into it. It comes apart with no trouble at all. This sounds great. It's like when my mom cooks salmon. So tender and flaky. Each and every chew releases a burst of umami, with the teriyaki flavor perfectly complementing the fish. Yuri, this is amazing! It's nothing, really. Despite her protest, a smile spreads across her face. It's nothing, really. Translation: I'm glad you're enjoying it. A few minutes later, we've had our fill. I had a hard time holding myself back from eating more, but it'd be bad manners to devour everything in front of Yuri. This is really nice. Having dinner with someone over, and having something made fresh as well. Ah, it's quite dark outside. Wow, it's already 9? Time flies, huh? I should be going now. It isn't super late, but I think she mentioned she has to wake up early regardless of the day. Do you want me to walk you home? She shakes her head. That'll be fine, although I do appreciate the offer. I really enjoyed our time today, Qilin. It's been a lot of fun for me too. You're more than welcome to come over anytime you want. That's much appreciated. Before I know it, she's already at the door. Oh. Could you wait a moment? I believe I forgot something important. What is it? It's the paper with the recipe on it. No problem. Let me grab it for you. After a moment of searching, I spot it next to the stove. Whew. At least it's safe. As I hand it to her, I take a closer look at the recipe. Huh. Your handwriting seems a little different on this note. Oh, that's because it's my mother's handwriting. Ah, makes sense. Well, it's just as pretty as your handwriting. I suppose so. I always did admire her penmanship. She smiles to herself, a faraway look in her eyes. Well, see you Monday. My words seem to pull her out of her thoughts. She pauses for a moment, but then smiles at me. See you then. So it seems like whoever wrote this went to the Katawa Shoujo school of writing about dead parents and having the characters think about them. Because I'm getting serious Emmy undertones from Yuri here. It's only been a week or so, but I've been craving Yuri's teriyaki salmon a lot lately. So much so that I've apparently been staring into space, thinking about it. Wonderful use of club time, Qilin. Hi, Qilin. Ah! Sayuri suddenly pops in front of me without warning. Sorry, don't do that. Do what? Say hi? Don't startle me like that. Jeez. You mean, don't wake you up like that? Hey, I wasn't even sleeping.
But you were daydreaming. That's close enough.
For you, maybe.
Meanie.
Anyway, did you need something? I feel like we use the word need outside of its intended purpose.
So I can't just say hi now?
No, you can't. I'll have you arrested if you try it from now on. It's like, no, you can't. I'll have you arrested if you try it from now on.
You're so silly.
It's like, he's like, bitch, I wasn't kidding. I was totally serious. I got the police on speed dial. Yeah. So, what's up?
Actually, I did want to ask you something. Do you want to go out with me and Natsuki after the club's over?
What are you guys planning to do?
I don't know. We're just gonna wing it.
I guess Sarah never really was a planner. Are you sure I wouldn't be butting into whatever Natsuki wants to do with you?
Come on, Killin. We haven't played together in so long. I'm sure she won't mind.
Did you ask her? Like, if she wanted to make plans with you, and you invite somebody else at the last second, that's kind of uncool. It changes things. Unless she's cool with killing too, so she wouldn't mind. But she's only known this guy for like, what, a week? Maybe 2? Kind of uncool, Sayori. Jeez, alright, I'm in. But you have to be the one to tell Natsuki that I'm coming along too.
Okay, it's a deal. Okay, everyone. I think that's it for today. Good work. And I'll see you all tomorrow.
Sayori smiles up to me as I wave goodbye to Yuri. Not gonna lie, I kind of wanted to hang out with Yuri instead. Dang. Hang in there, buddy boy. There's plenty of time for that. I guess I've been doing that a lot lately. And Sayori is right. It has been a while since I've hung out with her. Still.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I guess so. Did you tell Natsuki yet?
About that.
Sayori.
I'll do it now. Hi, Natsuki. Hey, just let me make sure my manga's put away properly before we get going. By the way, can we invite Killin too? Eh? Why?
I shrug and smile when Natsuki narrows her eyes at me.
It'll be fun. Please. Ugh, fine. But only because it's you asking. Yay, let's go. Wait, I still need to check on my manga.
10 minutes of Natsuki fussing, and half an hour of walking later, we're strolling through the downtown area. As you can clearly tell because it says Downtown Street right here. So, what do you guys want to do?
I think Natsuki wants to buy more manga. Hey! Well, a new chapter of this manga I'm reading came out, so...
To the bookstore it is then. Which also looks like a library. Huh. So this is where you come to buy your manga.
Got a problem with that?
No, it's just I usually go to A-Books for mine.
Oh, I go there sometimes too. But the magazine I want to pick up here is cheaper. But the magazine I want to pick up today is cheaper here. Which magazine is that?
Natsuki makes a beeline to the table stacked with manga, and holds up a colorfully illustrated manga magazine. The character that's drawn on the cover has exceedingly huge eyes. This looks like the type of thing that Parfait Girls would have been published in. This is probably one of the best shoujo manga magazines in circulation right now. The best shoujo manga magazines.
I mean, Parfait Girls was first published in this.
MC is like, da 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 da. Ah, pick up that phone, cause I called it. Yep, called it.
Look, it even comes with a little free gift.
She points out a small packet attached to the back.
Looks like this month's issue came with a pack of gel pens. Nice. Trying to tell me that your manga can beat that?
I mean, mine certainly doesn't come with gel pens.
Exactly.
I turn to Sayori as Natsuki starts flipping through her magazine. Do you have anything you need to look for?
I don't think so. Oh wait, I actually need to buy a new copy of the English workbook.
The English workbook? At the bookstore? Wouldn't you need to go to like the school store for that? Huh? Why? Don't tell me you.
I lost it.
Jeez. You better go look for it then. Hey Natsuki, Sayori and I are going to go find a workbook.
Have fun with that. I'm gonna be here for a while.
So it's just the two of us. We begin walking through the aisles, scanning the titles of the books. Manga, light novels, children's fiction, adult fiction. There we go. Education. Edumacation. I wonder, should I get something for Yuri? Wait, hold on. Hold on. My spidey senses are tingling. It would definitely be nice to be able to repay her for a copy of Portrait of Markov. What book could I get her that she hasn't read yet, though? Hey, Sayori. She looks up from perusing a table of workbooks. Has Yuri ever mentioned any books that she wants? Like, ones that she hasn't bought yet?
No. Or at least I don't remember it. She'd probably just buy it herself if there was a book she was interested in. Do you want to get something for her?
Yeah. I thought I'd thank her for giving me Portrait of Markov.
That's sweet of you, Killen. Oh, there it is.
Sayori triumphantly picks up the book she was looking for.
Anyway, if you don't know what book to get for her, how about buying something else?
Huh, like what?
I don't know. The bookstore sells stuff like stationery too, right?
That's actually a really good idea.
You should listen to me more often.
I would if you always had good ideas.
What? Are you saying that I don't?
Hey, you're the one who said it, not me. She sticks her tongue out at me. Now, how about helping me find the stationery section? Sometime later, we find ourselves back in front of the store with Natsuki.
Oh, there you guys are. What took you so long?
Sorry. I was looking for something to get Yuri. I hold up a slim package wrapped in cellophane. We found some really nice heavy-duty parchment paper. It actually feels pretty satisfying to write on. I'd use it myself if it weren't so expensive.
Did you guys pay for everything then? Yep, we're all good. So, sorry, Killen.
It's okay, Sayori. So, where are we headed next?
If you guys are hungry, I know a pretty good place to get some food. Oh, what kind of food? It's...
Sayori shoots me... Oh, Sayori. Dang it. Natsuki shoots me the briefest of glances.
Well, it's this little tea and crepes place I discovered a while back.
Oh, I'm getting, exit music vibes.
But I wouldn't expect a boy to be able to appreciate sweets.
Excuse me, Natsuki. I don't understand where this judgment is coming from. But I have you know I am a connoisseur of sweets. I have the biggest sweet tooth of anybody I know, so I could appreciate some sweets. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Tea isn't even sweet. It's basically just bitter leaf juice. Dang. Don't tell it to Yuri's face.
It's not that kind of tea. It's a sweet kind of tea. Like milk tea. You know, the kind that you put tapioca pearls in to make boba.
Oh, it's a boba tea place. I've had boba before. Like back in high school, I think. Like it was cool stuff. I could see why people like it.
Boba? Oh, you mean bubble tea? Yup. But I like calling it boba because that's what it's called. Where it came from, Taiwan.
You're totally the type to watch something as subtitles because it sounds more authentic in the original language, huh?
It is more authentic when it's not dubbed.
So Natsuki's the sub, not dubbed crowd. Got it.
Calling it Boba's the more Natsuki-ish anyway, because it sounds cute when she says it. What? I am not cute!
You know, it's supposed to be a compliment if someone calls you cute.
Not the way you guys say it.
How else does she want us to say it? Anyway, what do you mean I won't be able to appreciate it? Just because I'm a guy doesn't mean I don't like sweets. After all, I grew up with Sayori, and you know how she is with them.
Huh. So it's only because of me that you can appreciate them.
That's not what I meant.
What? What Sayori said does make sense. Of course, you'll never reach our caliber when it comes to that stuff. But if you're already used to it because of Sayori, we might as well go.
And with that, Natsuki drags us along with her. I'm not sure what kind of logic she uses, but if it works, she's probably just embarrassed about showing me her interest. Maybe she doesn't hang out with many guys? Probably because not many guys actually want to hang out with her? I don't know. Or maybe she just likes to keep to herself. Probably that. Oh, it's this place.
Here it is. Haitofu tea.
Haitofu tea. Like Haitofu boyfriend. So this is what, a pigeon or a bird based cafe? Haitofu tea. I can't look at that and not think of Haitofu boyfriend. It looks like a fairly generic modern cafe. It's pretty empty right now, but I guess this time of day isn't peak rush hour for any cafe.
I haven't been here in too long. Hurry up and order, guys.
Hold on. We don't even know what's on the menu.
If you take too long, I'm gonna order for you.
Natsuki readily rattles off an order to the cashier. It's clear that she's been here more than a few times before. What do you think you're getting, Sayori?
I don't know. What about you?
I don't know either.
Jeez, don't you dare do that thing where you stand there indecisively for like half an hour.
The tone in her voice is as bossy as ever, but there's a surprisingly big smile on her face. Even Natsuki can't keep up the act forever, huh? Alright. I'm just gonna go with this. Before we know it, we're all seated around the table with our drinks in hand. Natsuki got some kind of rose milk tea with heart-shaped strawberry jelly. That drink was definitely made for her. Meanwhile, Sayori and I ordered a passion fruit slush and a green tea mango drink, respectively.
Whoa, this is so good! No wonder you like this place so much.
Yeah, I think I'll have to come back here on my own time.
And that's why you trusted my taste.
She thumbs through her manga as she takes a sip of her drink. That reminds me, what manga are you catching up on?
Oh, whoops. Whenever I come here, I usually have a new manga with me, so I get in the habit of reading while drinking.
It's fine. I can understand how eager you must be to start the chapter.
Yeah, it's so fresh you have to wait a month for the next one.
Yes. That's why you wait till a series is done, so you can binge it all in one go.
And don't get me started on hiatuses.
Hey, manga artists are humans who need breaks too, you know.
I know, but I wish I could just buy the manga all at once. Anyway, this one's about a girl who discovers these guardian characters that can unlock people's true potential. Her character design is really nice too.
She holds up the manga and points at one of the characters. It's a girl with shoulder-length hair, clad in a school uniform that's fashioned in a tomboyish manner, complete with a tie and a random belt. So in other words, she looks like Natsuki.
I've always liked these kind of visual key-ish designs. Like, they have kind of a glamorous and androgynous, but super cool. Really? I always thought you liked manga with cuter looking characters. Well, I mean, I do like cute characters, but I also like cool ones.
If you like that kind of fashion, why don't you try dressing up that way?
Ugh, do you know how hard it is to change your style? To be honest, I kind of wanted to try it out at least once. But it feels so weird to dress differently. It's like I'm already too comfortable with my current clothing to change. Plus, I feel like it's just so out of character for me at this point.
What do you mean?
Okay, like, have you ever watched the anime Rose Revolution?
No, can't say I have.
Me neither.
Wait, is she crying? Wait, she's crying! What the? Why is she crying? I see tears down her face. Why? Why is she crying? Because we said we never watched Rose Revolution. I think they used the wrong sprite here. But I'm just like, bro, why is she crying? Come on, Natsuki's not that serious. Bro, oh my god. Natsuki's such a drama queen, bro. Come on, man.
Well, it's pretty old, so that's to be expected. But for now, all you need to know is that the main character is a girl named Utena, and her friend is a girl called Wakaba. Or Wakaba. So Utena is the coolest of the cool. She's a girl, but she wears a boy's uniform, and even has a fan club of girls at school. Meanwhile, her best friend is super cutesy and girly, and really depends on Utena for things. You probably can guess that she wears a girl's uniform. It'd be really weird for Utena and Wakaba to switch uniforms, right?
Well, I haven't watched the anime, so I don't know how they really look. But I think I get what you mean.
But you're not a character in anime, Natsuki. Can't you change if you want to? Not, like, immediately, though. Plus, you know there's gonna be a bunch of people judging you for it.
Sometimes, facing judgment for the sake of change is worth it, though. They're misspelling judgment. There's no E.
Yeah. Anyway, it's not like I dislike cute clothes. I'm not dumb, you know. I just picked my clothes because I thought they looked cute. And I like cute things. Like, don't judge me. But I don't want to be a Wakaba. I just wish I could be cool like Utena. She's so independent and strong. I think I understand how you feel. Wanting to be dependent on, rather than depending on others.
Man, when did this conversation get so serious?
Natsuki, if you want, we can go clothes shopping sometime. Then you could try out different styles to see if anything you like. To see if there's anything you like. Maybe.
There's an uncertain tone in her voice, but Natsuki's smile is genuine. If you go clothes shopping with Sayori, she's gonna say you look good in everything.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little positivity. That's something you've really gotta learn, Killin.
What about Natsuki, huh?
I'm positive that I'm more positive than you, Killin.
I roll my eyes at that. It's like, I'm positive that I'm much better than you, okay? And it's like, alright, fine, whatever, mate. Go ahead.
This has been so fun, guys. We should do this more often. Yeah. I think I have to go now, though. Can't be late for dinner. Or lack thereof.
I guess we should go too. Then. Are you going out to eat?
Nah, I just don't want to miss my dad's cooking.
Okay then. Oh. Sorry.
Okay then. Do you want us to walk you back? I'm good. See you at school.
Exchanging goodbyes. Sayori and I begin walking back. Honestly, this was more fun than I expected. Although it's really just Natsuki leading us around to our personal routine, we had nice conversations together. Plus, I got to buy something for Yuri. Hope she appreciates this stationery. It really took a huge chunk out of my pocket money. Haha. Hopefully this doesn't backfire on you, my friend. Lord knows I've bought things for girls in the past, and it has backfired on me. So, fingers crossed this works for you. I idly twirl my pen around my fingers, sighing in the blank piece of paper in front of me. You think that with all the poems I've written so far, it'd be pretty easy to start on yet another one. But I've been having trouble getting any inspiration in writing a horror-themed poem. In order to celebrate Halloween, manga asked us all to write our themed poems. We're supposed to have some kind of Halloween party as well. I don't really know what to expect, but I'm looking forward to it. I did watch a horror anime to get in the mood, but I'm not sure if it helped much. Don't get me wrong, it was a great bit of surreal horror media. The sound design successfully created tension that kept stacking up over time, and the graphics were quite creepy as well. You know, great sound design is pinnacle to any form of media. They were done in the style of old paper puppet crafts, lending an air of mystery and age to the stories. Despite all this though, my mind still draws a blank when I confront the paper in front of me. It doesn't help that I hardly got any sleep last night either. It's hard to shake off this feeling of exhaustion. Ugh. I don't want to procrastinate too much, but... Come on! I've got to think of something! How in the world does Stephen King do this? I don't know. Inspiration? Cocaine? Coffee? Maybe he has other people helping him out? I don't know. Alright. It's getting a little bit late. But it probably wouldn't hurt to go out and walk around for a few minutes. Exercise can energize you, right? So they say, yeah. I could always pick up a can of coffee or tea somewhere too. Plus, something might come to mind while I'm walking. It's quiet uptown. I've never liked the quiet before. As I make my way outside, I see stars here and there beginning to emerge in the darkening sky. It looks like there might be a small chance of rain, and it's a bit nippy as well. Well, at the time of recording this actually, it's pouring down rain outside, so it's actually kind of fitting for the mood here. I don't think it's anything I have to worry about though. What's a good place to go for poetry inspiration? I stretch languidly as I stroll past a set of train tracks. Horror. Isn't there a graveyard around here somewhere? Oh, is this where he's gonna run into Yuri? If I recall correctly, it's a quick walk away from where I'm at. It would probably seriously creep me out, but art requires sacrifice. A few minutes later, I spot the wrought iron gate to the cemetery. It's quite dark as there aren't any lights. I can still make out dark greens of the ivy snaking up the iron fence, as well as a flash of violet just inside the gate. Wait a minute. Hey, Yuri! She seems to panic for a moment after noticing me, but quickly regains her composure as we approach each other. Oh, look at Yuri! In her trench coat. She's covering her casual outfit with a trench coat. I had to give the sprite creator credit for this, because this sprite looks really good. Hi, Killin. I did not see you there. Sorry if I startled you now. Oh, it's no bother. Wait, why is Yuri visiting the graveyard? Well, my friend, if you put the context clues together, Yuri's mom died, and she's here to visit her. Oh. Hey Yuri, were you trying to find inspiration for your Halloween poem too? He's like, oh, I get it. Yuri's here for inspiration, that's what it is. Yes, That's why Yuri's here. She glances around for a minute, as if processing my question. Oh yes, that's right. I'm assuming you were doing the same. Yep. Guess great minds think alike. Yuri gives a light chuckle at that. I was thinking of getting something to drink too. Want to come with me? Well, it's getting a bit late. Oh, no problem. I was just planning on grabbing tea or coffee from the store for a minute. I see. In that case, I could probably keep you company for a bit. Smiling at each other, we start making our way to the shopping district. Yuri, I think you have something on your shoe. Is that so? It's dirt. We slow to a stop as she bends down to pick something off of her shoe. Huh? Is that a rose petal? Where did that come from? It must have come off from the flower arrangements back in the cemetery. Ah, makes sense. It's nice to know that people's graves are being tended in there. I agree. Being forgotten by your loved ones. It isn't a very comforting thought. You know, that probably happened when Yuri got some roses. She bent down to put the rose on her mom's grave. And then the petal probably slipped into the buckle of her shoe or something, I don't know. Yuri seems like the type of girl to have buckles in her shoes still. Were you walking around there for a while? For a little bit. I had some trouble settling on a certain theme for my poem. That's a surprise, considering how much you love horror. You would think so, but it's difficult to pick one cohesive theme when there are so many to choose from. So what did you end up deciding on? Well, would it be alright? Would it be alright with you if I kept it a surprise for now? Haha, sure. I can respect that. As we pass by a row of small shops and cafes, a few drops of water splash into my face. Oh, this is splendid. We're in the rain, in the rain, in the rain. Dang, it's raining hard. The drop will soon increase in size or frequency, and before we know it, we're caught in a downpour. Should have brought an umbrella after all. You want to head inside somewhere? Yes, please. We jog to the convenience store. The cold rain water splashes up at our ankles as we slosh through puddles. Also, isn't this the same grocery store that we were at earlier? The entrance is under an awning and is thankfully dry. The yellow sign inside comforting in the night. No, the yellow lights inside. Pushing the door open, we were met with a small tinkling of the bell. Let's see, where's the drink section? Oh, I think I see it in the back. I follow Yuri to a drinks cooler filled with colorful arrays of bottles and cans. What are you in the mood for? She pops open the door and grabs a bottle of green tea. Well, I usually prefer my tea freshly made. The occasional chill bottle of tea is a nice change of pace. Yeah, it does kind of change the taste when it's hot versus when it's cold. The iciness of the cold tea can give it a certain sweetness. We continue our conversation as we take our drinks to the register. It doesn't seem like the rain's letting up. We'd probably get soaked if we were to go out now. But we should really be getting back. Buy some umbrellas. Or buy a really big umbrella for you two to share. Over on the other side, I spot a stand carrying a few umbrellas. How about we buy an umbrella then? It'd definitely beat getting sick while trying to get back home. I suppose we can do that. Stepping away from the counter, I grab a plain black umbrella as Yuri grabs a striped one. Oh, that's cute. Whoa, what are you doing? Buying an umbrella. Aren't we just gonna share one? It'd save us some money. Are you sure? I wouldn't want to be a bother. It'd be unfair to ask you to pay for it too. Don't worry about it. Buddy, my friend, don't Don't worry about it. I've been needing a new one anyway. Natural magic. There's no need for us to buy two when just one will work. Well, how do you know she didn't need an umbrella? How do you know she didn't need an umbrella for her own use? Yeah, you're just being a dick saying she can't buy an umbrella. She's an independent woman. She could have her own umbrella too, my boy.
But that's true. Alright. Thank you for being so considerate.
She fidgets with her hair as she says this, a blush creeping across her cheeks. I mean, I know why they're doing this, because sharing an umbrella is a very intimate thing. And this will definitely get the two of them closer together. So I see it. I gets it. Man, shy girls are seriously cute. Oh man. Haha, no problem. So now we're walking in the rain, in the rain, in the rain. It's still raining pretty hard.
I believe that the bus should be any minute.
Don't you usually walk through town?
Well, yes, but the weather.
Oh, right. Let's head to the stop so you don't miss it then. After unfolding the umbrella, I wait for Yuri to join me under it. She's not coming closer though, instead electing to stand still, staring at her feet. Is something wrong?
No, I'm fine.
She inches closer. She inches towards me until there's only a few inches between us. Let's go. We make our way to the bus stop. Once there, I open my bottle of tea. It's probably not the best weather to drink ice cold tea, but I already bought it, so... Hey, Yuri.
Yes.
I meant to ask earlier, but how did you learn to make tea?
It's not such an interesting story.
Come on, I want to get to know you better. And given that tea is such an integral part of your character, I feel like I should know more about what it means to you.
An integral part of my character? You're talking about me as I'm some sort of fictional character in a visual novel or something.
I mean, you are passionate about tea, aren't you?
I suppose so. But I do have other interests too, you know.
Yeah, I was just joking. I guess it wasn't a very good joke.
No, you're fine. I'm just not very good with humor.
Yuri sighs, looking up into the sky.
My mother was the one who taught me how to make tea.
Ah, that makes sense. She was the one who helped teach you to cook after all.
Yes, that's right. I believe I was just about to finish primary school when she first tried to make tea.
Oh, primary school? See, Yuri is British. She likes tea, says primary school. Yuri is a Brit, confirmed.
Of course, I didn't go about making it more than once. But over time, she allowed me to do it more and more. She taught me how to prepare tea in all manner of ways, from Western to Eastern styles. You'd be surprised how many different infusers, strainers, and teapots she owned.
Sounds like it's a major hobby for her.
It definitely was.
See, was? Graveyard? This guy's so dense, he's not picking up these hints. Yuri's dropping mad hints right now that her mom is no longer around. But I think Yuri's dad is still around. I guess she lives with her dad. So that's the thing, I suppose.
My mother even eventually taught me how to properly perform a tea ceremony.
Dang, seriously? Why aren't you in the club for that then?
I don't know. I was just always intimidated by the idea of actually performing it in front of other people. There's so many ways you can mess up.
But you always seem really graceful to me. Well, I'm glad you didn't join the tea ceremony club though, because otherwise I wouldn't have met you.
I'm glad too.
She blushes and looks down again, smiling at her shoes.
I'm not as graceful as you may think though.
Huh, I kind of find that hard to believe. I mean, she is socially awkward, and I'm sure her social anxiety will lead her to not be as graceful as she'd like to be. So it's not completely unbelievable. Though when she gets into herself, like when she gets totally enraptured with what she's doing and not paying attention to people around her, then I think that's when her true grace and passion goes through, you know? I think that's just how her character is.
You just haven't seen me make many mistakes yet.
Well, there was that one time where she almost twisted her ankle and the textbooks just sprawled across the floor. We did see that.
There was one time. I wasn't careful enough when handling the hot tea kettle one day and nearly spilled it on myself. My mother realized what was happening and put her hand over the spout to keep it from burning me. But because of that, she ended up with burns on her hand. For a while, I just felt so awful for allowing my ineptitude to hurt my mother. I didn't touch the tea kettle again for quite a while. Over time, however, I ended up becoming interested in tea again.
Well, I'm glad that you got back into it. Yuri being clumsy isn't something that I'm used to. When she's calm, she's so elegant.
Yes, I am too.
Your mom sounds really nice, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I shiver a bit as the wind buffets my body, whipping my clothes around me. Thankfully, the bus shows up a moment later, its bright headlights heralding its arrival. Oh wow, bus CG. We stumble aboard and manage to find seats next to each other. Bus CG... Actually, this looks more like a subway than a bus. Yuri moves her arms to her side, letting out a deep breath and looking at the night sky beyond the window. The passing streetlights reflect off her eyes, shining golden over the violet of her irises. Sinking lower into my seat, I sigh in contentment. Even though we aren't talking, it still feels nice to just be close to her. After a minute, Yuri signals her oncoming stop. As I stand up to exit the bus with her, Yuri stops me.
You really don't have to walk me all the way back. Isn't this out of your way?
Yeah, but I don't want you to get sick. I bought the umbrella to share with you the full way. I mean, you could just give it to her. Come on, I insist. I gently pull Yuri along with me, opening the umbrella as we leave.
Thank you.
Huh, you're welcome. It's quite serene now. The rain has lightened up to a pitter-patter, and the occasional breeze gently rustles the trees around us.
Qilin,
Yes?
do you ever notice how the light is when it's raining? Do you ever notice how the light is when it's raining?
What do you mean?
Well,
She looks around for a moment, then points at a street lamp down the street.
whenever it rains, it almost seems like the property of lights are completely changed. And it's especially obvious at night.
Now that she mentions it, the lights do seem a bit different. It's something that I think that I've noticed subconsciously, but never really paid any attention to. A cold gust blows by, causing Yuri and I to huddle closer together. Our shoulders are touching by this point, providing a small smidgen of warmth. Yuri doesn't seem to notice, or at least, she's acting like she does it. Ooh. Ooh. We're almost in there, boys. We're almost in there. But it just might be that she's lost in thought right now, though. She's been doing that more and more frequently. It's been nice to see her really open up to me. Yeah, it's almost like the lights are glowing. Well, duh. Well, of course lights glow. Well, of course light glows. But it's, I don't know, blurry? Yuri nods her head.
The way the light bounces off each individual droplet seems to create a sort of halo effect around the street lamps. At times, it almost looks like the light's dancing around in the air as it refracts through the rain. It's almost
It's as if the lights are spirits, putting out their life forces like fireflies, showing that not all of the world is darkness. Huh, I never thought of it like that before. My words are met with a faint smile. Ever so often, I wonder if the lights in the distance are friendly will-o-wisps. I wonder if they're guiding me somewhere, urging me towards some far-off destination, one step at a time. It's unnerving when they suddenly disappear right before you. When something cuts off their connection to the world, leaving everything being guided in the dark. It seems like Yuri has a resignation with things being snuffed out. I'm guessing it has a lot to do with her mom. It's when that happens that you realize that you're being taken for granted. You truly begin to appreciate how welcoming the warmth was before, in contrast to the new, chilling darkness. Yeah, it can feel kind of lonely when you're walking by yourself in the dark. Not to mention, it's kind of dangerous to do so. You haven't been doing that a lot lately, have you? Don't worry, I haven't. Well, good. If you ever need to walk around at night, just ask me, and I'll be there. Dude, I think you need to chill out just a little bit, bro. I think you need to chill out, okay? You're starting to do a little too much. Plus, it feels a lot less lonely when you walk around with friends. Even if you're lost in the dark, if you have friends by your side, at least you'll be able to trust that someone's going to stick by you. It's probably just me, but I feel like Yuri and I are a bit closer than we were before. I'm about to open my mouth to speak again, when she abruptly comes to a stop, nearly causing me to trip. We're at a quiet intersection I'm not too familiar with. Well, Qilin, thank you for accompanying me on the way home. Aren't I walking all the way back with you? You wouldn't want to get wet now, right? I mean, the rain's let up quite a bit by now. Really, I wouldn't want you to go too far out of your way. Are you sure? Yes, I am. Thank you for the offer, though. Oh, good. It's been my pleasure. You were right. It is less lonely walking with friends. Her smile sends a light wave of warmth through my body. Haha. Yeah, it was. Well, see you tomorrow then. Goodbye, Qilin. I was like, alright, we could take a hint. We're gonna go. Alright. Well, that was nice. It was a nice evening. In any case, I think we've been going long enough. I think we could wrap up this episode here as MC's not feeling too hot. Good guy MC sacrificing his body for the woman. In any case, you guys, I want to thank you for watching if you got this far. And if you did and you're new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And stay tuned for future episodes of Doki Doki Blue Skies or whatever else I happen to upload. And share the videos with a friend. Or share the videos with people you think would appreciate this kind of content. Because the more people we get aboard, the happier of a time we'll have. But in any case, it's been real. It's been fun. It's your boy JQilin. Ciao for now.